And here's video from this morning taken from Olivia Wilmson. It's on Highway 115 near Turkey Creek. You can see the roads were wet, sleet, a little bit of rain in the area, but that's changed to snow and more snow coming this evening, right, Jay?
And more snow, Jonathan, and more snow later on tonight as the snow continues to push its way through southern Colorado from northwest to southeast. Skycast is going to show us happening throughout the rest of the evening. All of the precipitation will change over to snow late tonight as the cold air invades the region from the northwest, and that will change all of our precipitation over, even in the plains, which is currently seeing some rain at this hour. By Monday morning at 6 o'clock, the snow begins to finally taper off. However, it will still be in the sky from Springs south to Pueblo, south to Walsenburg and Trinidad to the Raton Pass. This will mess up our morning commute along Interstate 25 and also along Highway 160 and Highway 10 coming out of Walsenburg heading towards La Junta, and Highway 160 as well between Lamar and Springfield. And 287 and 385 are going to be a mess as well, along with Interstate 25 between the Springs and Pueblos. It'll be a slick go. Skycast is going to call for that snow to eventually taper off by 9 o'clock tomorrow morning and by noon tomorrow afternoon, and it will continue to go away throughout our Monday evening, leaving us with some sunshine by sunset tomorrow night. But by that time, we will have seen plenty of snow, especially in the mountains and over towards the Palmer Divide, more than a foot in lots of isolated cases as you head into places like the Collegiate Peaks and over towards Pikes Peak itself. Half a foot to a foot for our friends in Woodland Park, and meanwhile, as we head north of town between the Springs and Denver, there will be widespread areas of 3 to 6 inches. This is heavy, wet stuff, tough to push around in the Monday morning drive. Because of that, is going to be a mess. Snow Tracker all the way through our Monday is calling for that heavier amounts of snow in northern portions of El Paso County, and also as you head over towards areas off in the northwestern portion of Colorado Springs. We're talking about Rock Rimmon and up towards Briargate, where there will be some good amounts of snow for you. Snow Tracker in Teller County is going to call for an area of more than a foot, of course, along Pikes Peak and in its shadow, but widespread area between 6 and 12 inches in places like Cripple Creek and Victor. Snow Tracker is also going to call for heavy amounts of snow over just off to the southwest and west of Cotopaxi, and also as you head towards Rye and Wetmore, we're going to see another band of 6 to 12 inches. And as we head into the southeastern plains, not as much snow for you because your precipitation starts off in the wet form, but it will change over to snow and will be 2 to 3 inches, especially in southern and southeastern portions as you head down towards the Raton Pass. The bottom line, a snowy Sunday will give way to 3 to 6 inches in the northern portion of the Springs, and as you head to the north of the Springs up towards Monument and the Palmer Divide, 2 to 4 inches in Pueblo, and the mountain locations are going to get 6 to 12 inches and even higher totals than that in some of those spots that we talked about like Pikes Peak. Skyscan satellite and radar zooming in on the Springs now. All that snow continues to push its way across Interstate 25. The darker blues indicate the snow that's falling at a higher rate than it is in other places. It is still falling in the rain form over in the southeastern plains, but we are seeing it change over to snow now in Pueblo, as we showed you with that Pueblo Chieftain studio camera. Also lots of snow at the Wilkerson Pass. 17 degrees the current temperature. Winds out of the east-southeast at 14. If this were January, all that snow will be blowing around, but because it's heavier and wetter, it won't be blowing around quite as much. 31 at the Springs now, 32 at Pueblo. Everyone is near the freezing mark, save for in Alamosa, which is sitting at 41. And that's why the precipitation is now falling in the wintry form just about everywhere. 7-day forecast, high temperatures throughout the next 7 days are going to rise back up. By Tuesday, we'll be sitting in the lower 60s again. So that means no more snow on the roadways with some sunshine and temperatures that'll be warming up significantly. Then we see another storm system come into the region. It does appear now that the next storm is also going to have some heavy wet snow attached to it, with another several inches possible in the higher elevation areas. Then we see temperatures rebound to the lower 60s by next weekend. Pueblo, your 7-day forecast, high temperatures mid to upper 60s by Tuesday, dropping back to right around 50 by Thursday. Back to near 70, though, by next Sunday after sitting in the middle 40s tomorrow. This is not the kiddie roller coaster we're talking about. This is more of those kind of the roller coaster enthusiasts love to get on and of all that wonderful big ups and downs. That'll be the case in Canyon City. 43 tomorrow, 63 on Tuesday, back to 48 on Thursday, and 68 on Sunday. So that's what we're talking about there. Teller County 7-day forecast also calls for snow as we go through on Monday. That'll last into Wednesday and Thursday, where there will be another chance for heavy wet snow. High temperatures then, middle 30s.
All right, well, the Rockies are looking at these pictures and are saying,